Hello and welcome to the Session 2 recap of the latest community multiplayer over on my channel. And just talking about what happened in this session for myself and for others, and maybe make some predictions about what's going to happen in the next session, which if you're watching this as soon as the video goes live, the next session will be streamed over on twitch.tv/lorddiamond_, and if you go over to Twitch as soon as this video ends, then you'll probably see me live. It'd be great. Anyway, what happened in the session 2? First things first, Bohemia wanted to go to war with Tuscia, and he asked me to come and help him. So I kind of stalled some of my other plans because I do want to help out my ally. I don't want to be a bad friend, especially as I may need his help in the future. So I sailed my army down, landed in Sicily, who I was allied with because I had a vision alliance with him, so I could watch the war with Numidia. And yeah, I mean, initially we landed here. We took over Corsica very, very easily, and then we started sieging Sicily. However, Tuscia had a thing going on with the Republic of the Nile. Republic of the Nile wants to get a bunch of trade ports. As you can see, he's got a trade port in the boot of Italy. He's got a trade port in Syracuse. He's got a trade port over here in southern Sardinia, and he's got one down here in this little island, and he felt that my invasion of Sicily was threatening him, so he joined the war. It wasn't, as some people thought at the time, stream sniping. It was simply purely the best thing for him to do at the time. So yeah, he invaded, or he kicked me out of there, and my entire fleet was sunk on the way home, which is a little bit awkward, which is actually, I think, still the case that I don't really have much of a fleet at all. But yeah, my fleet got sunk and my entire army was basically decimated. Whoever didn't die here got stuck off the coast of Spain as the ship sank, and as I was at war, I couldn't lower them and re-raise them, so I ended up draining a lot of manpower, and it was really kind of a painful little situation. We did gain about 500 ducats, or maybe even more than that, from looting the various cities that we had sieged, but the cost of the boats alone was probably around, if I had 70 ships, I think I had 70 ships. 70 ships at about 5-7 ducats each. I don't know, you work it out. It's like 500 gold that we spent on ships anyway. So it was probably a net loss for us, certainly in regards to manpower and such. And after we'd finished that, we started concentrating on our own stuff. We conquered Scotland, we conquered Ireland, we moved slaves around incessantly to colonize all of Ireland, so that's all ours. And we're pretty close to being able to form England. We are literally 3, 4, is that, yeah, 5, yeah, well, all this, right? Basically, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. We're very close to forming England. And if I was not at peace, I could totally do this without even unpausing the game, just by moving slaves and such. But we're not at peace, we're at war. And it's a pretty difficult war as well. Again, I needed Bohemia's help in this one, and even then we didn't actually win the wars as successfully as I thought it was going to be. I ended up having to peace out with Verinia and Semnonia, and we had a couple of rebellions, Anglia and Angravaria. I mean, this includes my previous capital city, which is interesting that my literal homeland has rebelled against me. So we're going to have to take these out, but as soon as that is complete, then we should be good, forming England, conquer the rest of Germany, and then the plan is going to be to develop a bit, right? We need civilization, we need some development. It would be nice if I could become a monarchy. I would like to do some constructing, trade routes for, you know, the amber that we're going to conquer. It's going to be hopefully a prosperous time in the future for England. But the big problem that we have right now is the aggressive expansion is way too high and the stability is way too low. So we may have more rebellions, and by May, I mean it's gonna happen. Hopefully we can finish these wars within the next 10 months so I can lower my troops and re-raise them. Because if not, then it's going to be quite a difficult situation for us to be in. But that's the deal with us, at least. We've got some rebellions to deal with today. Looking further afield, Biturigia has grown a bit. Also slightly went into what Bohemia considers his own territory, so maybe they've done a deal or not, I'm not sure. Celtiberia saw Numidia coming slightly into Iberia and attacked, got roundly just crushed because Numidia had about 150,000 men, and then kind of rage quit. Numidia then did the tribal pillaging on Celtiberia and ended up accidentally going to war with him, costing him another 50 stability, and then he took a little bit of Iberia for himself as well. Tuscia, of course, lost to Bohemia in the end. The Republic of the Nile only really cared about Sicily and didn't defend the mainland. So Tuscia lost bits of the north, but now is moving south, though I imagine he's not too happy about Numidia also being in Italy. Thessaly is continuing to, I imagine, bully Phrygia. Phrygia's having to give up an awful lot of territory to Thessaly, and they are allied. So I'm not sure why that is going on. It seems just like a on-tap food court. I don't know. He's just giving land over without any sort of fight. So I don't imagine Phrygia's too long for this world, as... Sure, he could expand into Cilicia. That shouldn't be too difficult. Cilicia's having a big problem. But then the Mesopotamian Empire is right there, and like, even if you only own this, that's not enough to be a powerful country. So he may be struggling in the future. Republic of the Nile, we already sort of spoke about. He started the session by taking Damascus. He's going for trade ports, and I imagine he will be going down to take Blemia and Kush, potentially. He's allied with Yamnat, who's done very nicely to conquer all of Arabia, and also is now going into Persia, as Carmania decided to attack the Mesopotamian Empire and failed quite miserably. Yamnat jumped in to that war and took some land as well. So Carmania is having issues. Farhad became Tokharia after I raided his capital, and apparently that was 30 civilization value that tanked by, which is kind of funny. Originally, he wanted me to settle something up here so he could trade with me. I think that may be off the table. I don't know. We'll see. It's probably off the table. And then India's not got any players, so who cares? So yeah, that's the situation right now. Predictions for this session. Lots of rebellions and hopefully some conquests in Germany. It would be nice if I could find some more cultures to go and conquer. I'm thinking maybe Aquitani. If I could take those, I'd be pretty happy. Just to get some more military traditions, because the Iberians, I believe, have traditions as well. Celtic I can take because of the culture groups that I've got. I need to study the ways of war of the Brigantes, so we'll be able to get that no problem. Iberian traditions here, these are the ones that I'm maybe wanting to get by going into either Aquitania or potentially the Caledonians up here. Either one of them would be nice. We'll see what we can do with that. Other traditions that I could potentially go for, the Illyria Dacian traditions, which I've just gone past. There they are. We'll have to see where I go for this. It's probably going to be Getians, though there's not too many of those left, and I don't know, we'll have to have a look. There's also a potential to go for the whatever these Scythians give me. Is it the Iranian traditions? I don't know what culture group that is, to be honest. Oh, no, it's literally these ones at the bottom. Potentially going for these, but I'm not sure how much benefit I'll get from them. There's not much to do with archers in here. But yeah, those are my plans, those are my thoughts, those are the predictions, and we'll see how it goes. So if you would like to see along with me, head on over to twitch.tv/LordLambert_, where we will be kicking off the game in about 5 minutes time. So I hope to see you there, and we should have some fun. Bye bye.